So today we're going to be talking about the 7 things to never say in a job interview. And I mean never. 7 things. So I hope you got your pencil and paper and ready to write this down. These are 7 things that you should never say in a job interview. Number 1, I don't have any questions. The reason why you never want to say this at the end of a job interview is because it appears that you, 1, haven't prepared, 2, are not interested in the position, and 3, maybe are lacking a desire and engagement with it. So hiring managers, recruiters, those people that are interviewing you for the position, they want you to have questions at the end. So the number 1 thing you should never say in a job interview is, I don't have any questions. The number 2 thing you should never say in a job interview is negative things about a previous boss, manager, supervisor.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
I don't care if you have the worst manager on earth, which I have. You never talk negatively about a previous boss. I go into reasons on why this is the case, but just think about it logically. If you're going to be talking negatively about a previous boss, that is a character flaw, okay? Then 2, if you're on the job, they're thinking, what are you going to be saying about them, okay? Never talk negatively about a previous boss or manager. Number 3, never say that you quit your last job or are seeking new opportunities due to financial reasons, aka money, aka I need a promotion, aka they ain't paying me enough.
Spare change. Spare change, ma'am.
Never say that, okay? Even though we all know the best way to increase your salary is to change jobs, and you may be at the point where you need a higher salary, but it's just not the way the game works, okay? If you're gonna be in this game of corporate America, of elevating yourself, of promotions, just in this space when it comes down to this type of a workforce, and when it comes down to negotiations and salary, you never want to say during a job interview that you're seeking new employment due to salary, okay? Number 4, you never want to get too personal. I'm the person that will tell you, you have to figure out how to integrate your personality and your skill set during the job interview. You want to be able to do that even after you get the job, because there is a connection between integrating your personal, integrating your character, integrating your personality with your skill set. This is what they really call the fit, okay? I know it sucks, but that's what the fit is, okay? So number 4, you never want to talk too personal. And by too personal, I mean, you don't need to be talking about how many kids you got or your kids, period, during the job interview, unless you have prepared a specific answer that's going to knock them off their feet, okay? But that's very rare. The golden rule is never talk about your kids, never talk about whether you're married or not, never talk about your partner, never talk about health conditions. These are things you don't want to talk about during your job interview that will be too personal. Number 5, never talk about what you hated about your last job. You just don't do it, okay? It's a negative connotation. It's a negative thing. When you're in your job interview, you want to be positive vibes only, okay? Never talk negative or what you hated about your last job. This is different from talking about your boss. Okay, you don't know what this new job entails fully. So while you're talking about something that you hated in your old job, you could very well be put on that type of assignment in your new job while you're sitting up there talking about what you hated and what you don't want to do.
It's ruining it. Look at my lips. You're ruining it. Ruining.
Negative words, kick that out of your vocabulary when it comes down to your job interview. Number 6. The next thing you never want to say on a job interview is, I prefer to work alone.
Huh?
Okay, let's move on.
Guys, you're going to have to get that out of your vocabulary. I'm sure most of us prefer to do our own thing, work alone, whatever it may be. Teamwork is hard. It's very difficult, but it is a part of the equation. It is what it is. That's why you never want to say during your job interview, I prefer to work alone. 90% of the time, our jobs these days are going to involve some type of collaboration, some type of teamwork, some type of meshing of skills, and truthfully, that's how companies grow. That's how they really stand apart. Have you ever heard of groupthink? Groupthink is a recipe for disaster. That's why a lot of companies, a lot of teams, a lot of departments hone in on teamwork and collaboration. So you never want to say you prefer to work alone, even if you do. Number 7, you never want to say on a job interview that you don't have any weaknesses. With that being said, you also don't want to say, my weakness is I'm a perfectionist. You don't want to say anything cliche like that. I have a whole nother video that I'll link below on how to answer the weakness question. But you never want to say that you don't have any weaknesses, okay? Everyone has a weakness. Everyone. Who's the guy who his Achilles heel in Greek mythology? Even Hercules, even Superman. Everyone has a weakness, okay? So never be stumped on the weakness question. Again, I'll link the video below. Those are the 7 things you never want to say in a job interview. Follow me, subscribe for more of these tips.